All right, all right, all right. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Come on in here, my beautiful water sign.
All the wishes and dreams come true.
Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. Thank you for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful, beautiful energy reading for this month. Y'all, if you haven't already, go ahead and pause, stop, think about it. Now for real. Pause and go back to the first quarter, part 1. I believe it's titled Part 1 2026 YAG. I call them YAGs, which are year at a glance. Go back to that video so you can get caught up. Got me feeling it. Now for real, so you can get caught up, see where we're coming from, so you can get a better understanding, because we just gonna dive right in. These be long enough already. I have to give the disclaimer. It is what it is. We be very in-depth in detail. Hey, that's the nature of me. You know what I mean? And that's how spirit uses me. I can't help the messages and how long and all of that. Like, just make sure you get your agua, your water, your tea, whatever your beverage of choice. I see BYOB. Whatever your beverage of choice. Your coffee, your little hot toddy, I'm seeing, especially this is the time of year, 'tis the season. Hey, stay prayed up and covered and protected and all of that, for real, for real. But anyway, for real though, like, get whatever you need, get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? You can even pause, save this, share this, of course, like, comment, please and thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already, but for real, this is intended, y'all, to be, I hear classes in session, but real talk, like this, as I said, it's a year at a glance. So, you know, and everybody's on different timelines. So it may occur for you, maybe not even this month, maybe next month, maybe it happened last month. You know what I'm saying? So you can always reference it and go back to it if you save it, and, you know, do whatever you need to do. Take notes if you need to, please and thank you, because as I was just joking, I'm jokingly serious though. Class is in session. Like, this is, I don't like to really say the hard knocks, school of hard knocks, but like, y'all know, life. Like, hey, that's what it be sometimes. But nah, for real though, this is prayerfully a lesson for you to improve, right, and grow and heal and, you know, learn and all of that. So just get what you need, your pen and paper, your notebook, your journal, all of that, because like I said, depending on where you are in your timeline, this could have already happened. You may currently be going through it, and or this may be future potential energy, and this way you'll know how to handle it when the time comes, right? I really haven't been feeling the need to go through the disclaimer, but y'all, you know, the OG disclaimer, really, because you should know what it is for those of you who are not new to the tarot community. These readings are general. If you want a personal, check the description box below and hit me up. So with that being said, not everything may apply to you, if anything at all. Take what does, let the rest fly, all right? I'm not responsible for anybody having their feet, toes, kerns, all that hurting. I ain't do it. Take accountability and responsibility for your own actions, which is why I like to give you these so that you can be prepared for what's to come. Yeah, stay ready and maneuver and do what you need to do, utilizing the energy to make it work for you for the highest good, or anybody involved for that matter. Because as I'm saying, they're general. I could be talking about somebody close to you, you know what I mean? Something you've even watching or witnessing, playing out in your community, in the government, you know what I mean? Around the world, even on TV. I don't know what y'all be doing. I don't know your life. So, you know, if I say something that hit, hey, don't take it personally. Like, don't shoot the messenger. Deal with that how you need to, you know what I mean? But it be for a reason, for real, for real. I am big on numerology. Whether or not I call it out, but if and when I do, I generally intend for it to resonate with maybe your life path number, the day and or month that you're born, potentially the house that you may want to pay particular attention to within your natal chart, whatever, what have you, okay? Could just be confirmation that you need, that that you may start seeing this, right, as the energy is playing out in your life, and or it could be confirmation that you need to pay particular attention at that point in time in the message, okay? Let's see what else. We don't get down with gender roles, but you will hear me say he and or she in reference to masculine and or feminine energies, which we all have both within us, all right? All right, that's the usual disclaimer. Now, in getting into these monthlies, I was trying something different in a way than from last month, which I'm not doing any of the songs, although y'all know I be channeling songs and lyrics and all of that like it ain't nothing. So I won't be surprised if and when certain songs come through, depending on what spirit wants you to know. However, I did try to do a little bit, switch it up with the angles, try to give you a different angle, but that didn't work out so well but I just wanted you to know at certain points you may see me getting ready to switch up, show the other camera that I had, but I chose not to use that video. Maybe next month, okay? So don't be surprised if you see a little bit of that throughout. What else did I need to say? Oh, you will likely hear me saying, because at the time of filming the pre-recorded pre-shuffles is what I like to call them. What can we nickname that? I don't know. The PPs? No. PRPs? I don't know. Whatever. Y'all know the original videos where you see the cars and stuff. That was done. So what is the date? The 12th? On the 12th of January. And so you will likely hear me in parts of it, my little commentary, even as I was going through the pre-shuffle, or any remarks that whatever was coming to me at the time that I was doing it, okay? Along with this voiceover here. All right, let's see, what else is there? Is that it? I think that's all I needed to really give you a heads up about. Okay. For my empaths and fellow intuitives out there, take the time, like pause it, see what you get out of it, because you may pick up something totally different, you know what I'm saying? So that's another good reason to save and come back and even take time to journal and reflect, in regards to all that. So that's enough of that, because I didn't mean for this to be like 20 minutes in just the intro, but for those of you who may just be tuning in, this is where we're at. So let me just quickly do a recap of where you find ourselves. But I want you to go back, even if it has been a while, for the ones who've already seen it, go back and check out the part 1 of the quarterly yags, okay? But so we're diving into the month of February, doing a deeper dive, right? But let's not forget what came out for us in the original video. So we are diving deeper into the overarching, the main, if you will, what do you call it, the umbrella, the OG umbrella, I don't know. We diving into this trust for the first quarter, okay? And Spirit is basically wanting the affirmation, if you will, if you want to utilize that, but the message that comes from this card: I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So that's why they're telling you to trust yourself and trust them and the signs and synchronicities and messages therein that they give to you and that you receive, okay? I'm even here. It can be from a myriad of things, y'all. Everything, honestly, if you really pay attention, if you're in tune, if you tapped in, it can be anything from how the wind blows, the storm that comes through, the animals you see, you know what I'm saying? The birds, the bees, the grass, like all of that, the trees, they whisper messages like, listen, pay attention. I even heard in your dreams, all of that. That's why I highly recommend that y'all journal, because it is a way for Spirit to speak to you. Speak to me. Speak to me, Lord. For real. Anyway, and really listen and trust what you receive. Write it down. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. Okay. Anyway, and the BODs for, I'm tripping. That's January. I am so tripping. Sorry, y'all. What we are done. Oh my God. No. That is right. Sorry. That is the overarching, the major umbrella. Wow. Sorry, I'm really in tripping now. I don't know why I thought we had moved on. So yeah, but the BODs for that, don't forget, are humor, as you see, that topmost. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, okay? Underneath that is guilt. Then we have balance, and then we have adversity, okay? Guilt says I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Balance says I bring a state of perfect peace. But listen, I still read it how I wrote it originally, but it says perfect harmony, even with peace though. That rings true. I'm telling you, from when it originally came out, I swear that's what the message is. Because even when we read in the book of the numerology, it speaks on that. So anyway, it really says though, the card says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment, all right? And then adversity says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, okay? All right, now, in getting into February, this is where it does change, and I thought I was tripping. But we have memories and motivation, okay? These are the headers, if you will, for the month, okay? So anytime I'm referring to the overarching energy, that is the grand umbrella, if you will, for the quarter, which is trust, with the BOD being humor, okay, and everything that I just went over. When I speak on the headers for the specific month, this is what I'm referring to: memories and motivation, okay? And don't forget, originally motivation wanted to fall out in reverse. So, and it really doesn't matter, because I tell y'all all the time, I read it, you know, how I feel, see it, and hear it intuitively anyway. So what's going to come through is going to come through as it's meant to, okay? And then the BODs for these headers are grief work, as you see, the topmost, self-care, keep the faith, and volunteer, okay? Yeah. And you don't need to even go into that. I mean, obviously that's what we're about to do for these videos, but like, yeah, so whatever comes out in these even deeper clarifying cards, that's what we're going to get to, all right? All right, so, and let's not forget what the original, these are what I call the OG clarifiers, okay? To clarify, y'all, I'm really tripping though. I am so thrown off. You know why? Yeah, I'm thrown off. Because I done went ahead and set up the table for next month. Yeah, I done set up the table to do the shuffle for March. And it is throwing me off because I keep looking over there. And it's, yeah, oh my gosh. Anyways, so everything I just told you is correct. The OG clarifiers, getting into the card deck. Remember, this is the Southeast Wildflowers, I believe. All decks are listed below, by the way, for your reference. I did not say that in the intro or disclaimer. But yeah, so we have the Six of Cups, American Wisteria, and the Five of Pentacles, Adamasco Lily, okay? Already, y'all, I even went, you know, just to recap a little bit, this is obviously something or someone, as it clearly says, with memories that you were reminiscing about, okay? Maybe even something from your childhood. It could even be in regards to a job, but definitely maybe in regards to something, someone where you felt rejected, left out in the cold, feeling loss even, because, you know, when you think about memories, it could be something even in regards to a passed on loved one, okay? Ancestor, whatever, what have you, okay? But anyway, and in the BODs for this month, or the clarifiers, the OG clarifiers, topmost is Ten of Wands, as you see, in fire pink. Then we have the Knave of Wands, May Apple. Then the Joker, large royal begonia. And then the Eight of Wands, Virginia salt marshmallow, okay? And then later I even see, what is that, the five, no, sorry. I was just checking what I wrote, but it's something about the message. Just go back to the part 1 for the first quarter YAG, okay? Alright, that's my stomach. So they're ready to get started. 12:23 may be important to somebody. Let's get it. Alright, water signs, come on up in here, honey. Listen, even before starting the pre-shuffle of reading, I couldn't help but notice particular cards that were trying to be seen. And so first we have from the Good Tarot, which is going to be the, I don't even know what to call this, the subheader, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I saw the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Earth, going back to that Virgo energy. And listen to my going back. Anyway, and then 10 of Fire, 10-10, done data. We are talking about this 10-year, right? So, and don't forget, we got, this is double confirmation too, the 10 of Fire, because we got the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the OG clarifiers, right? Yeah. So let's see what we get, honey. And then this was at the bottom of the Earthcrafters Tarot. Of course, all decks are listed below. Somebody going through some kind of awakening, honey. Definitely that. May have something to do with you specifically, Pisces, but doesn't matter. Or even you, Scorpio, because that's what I genuinely get out of this. It's both you and Pisces, you and Scorpio, okay? Or however it goes. And they bring me the fact that Tulsi, that is a basil, ain't it? That's holy basil, if I'm not mistaken. Look it up. I do believe that's what that is, which is very powerful. So let's see what we got for our water signs. What we get. Look, ain't trying to. Man, ooh, this came out. I want to say fire signs twice in reverse. So y'all might want to go check that reading out. Have something to do with a fire sign. Somebody may be a water fire customer. I mean, listen to my fire. Yeah, I'm tripping. Because it's Earth. It threw me off for a second. This is page of Earth again. Heavy Virgo. Mainly Taurus energy for me, but still. Either or. It could even be Kathy. But yeah, because it came out in the fire sign reading twice in reverse. Go check out that fire sign reading. So if we can get a good shuffle for our fire sign. I mean, and then I'm about to call you Earth too. For our water signs, look, yeah, you Scorpio. You go showing up. Definitely want to orchestrating love. Oh my God. Got to celebrate a victory out here. If you complete this, done died. That's 3, actually 4, technically, if you count the OG vibe. So we done seen everyone except the 10 of Cups yet. Okay? So let's see. Complete this, please and thank you. I hope you wrap it up and get into alignment, because that is the key to unlocking your fortune, your destiny, whatever the case. 21 being a 3 potentially, even going back to I'm getting that Pisces energy, which is the hanged one, the 12. That is reciprocating, mirroring energies numerically. So maybe something to do with that. And I feel like as we just saw the awakening with the Tosi, somebody's going to realize that once you complete this cycle and actually go through the period or cycle of the transition, as we saw transformation of awakening, you will realize that, baby, that's what you did. That's what you went through all this shit you for, And that may be what you're reflecting and reminiscing about, you know what I mean? Because we are diving deeper into the memories and all of that. So prayerfully, that is giving you motivation, because don't forget the motivation nearly came out in reverse. That is what's switching it up for you, so that so but anyway, that is prayerfully what you're realizing and being more motivated in regards to knowing that all the trials and tribulations that you went through, that is the purpose for it. Okay, unlocking a new and improved version of you. So yeah, let's see. What else for our water signs? More water signs. It's another one. Okay, see, we already done saw the 10 there saying, hey, crazy this is getting wrapped up, because as you hear me say even in the video, somebody's stressing over their stability. Maybe even about a family situation and dynamic. Somebody in this mind area, they've been going round and round and round and round and round about some kind of thought or idea of who and how or what will allow for this stability to come through. Meanwhile, somebody else in that 4 or 5, could be a fire sign, could be anybody else. She just like over there chilling with her little flute. That may be what you need to listen to or just do if you play any kind of instrument, especially the flute. Just chill. Just settle down. Like, calm your mind, calm your spirit. Don't be in this anxious minded air. For what? Somebody may be anxious, like I said, in regards to whoever this is, because the 4 or 5 didn't really become center. And, but anyway, I heard center of my world. Whoever is this apple or somebody out, that's who is so solid and stable, and they balance and grounded. I'm even with this 4 or 5, I'm even getting heavy earth energy. But whoever this is solid as hell, and they ain't worried about a thing. They chilling, they cool, like I said, they balance. That is stressing somebody else out, because they like, how can I come at this person because they so, without disturbing their peace. Something like that. Alright, so let's get into the vibes. First out, we have the messenger of the earth. I'm telling you, we have something to do with a heavy earth sign here. This generally gives me Virgo energy. I don't even know. I mean, it's the same as the other. It's the same as the. What did we just see that came in? The page? I feel like we just saw the page again. We did, didn't we? Anyway, these are the knights, right? I don't even know why. They be one and the same to me, to be honest. But it is, I guess it is in a way a step up, because coming from the page to the messenger, which the messenger, like I said, are just the knights, but you move and you kind of up in them, right? Just a little bit, because the page is that I'm hearing, I got a new attitude. But it's the energy of another level of maybe even self-learning or even self-development. Or somebody could have been going back to school or taking a new course or class, or just learning something new and different and going on a slightly different journey. All the while being very grounded, very balanced. I'm even being meticulous, maybe even moving slowly or just being gentle. Anyway, going from the page to the messenger here, you've graduated in a way. So you may have finished that course. You may have learned something new about yourself, and you're taking it to another level and another step in the fact of being more balanced, right? Even in alignment, I'm always drawn to the way that these circles are in the center of her. Like she's at her core, at your rest. You are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. You ain't got a question. You know what I'm saying? That may be the message you're giving to someone, or that you may be receiving. That may be what somebody's stressing about. Like, how do I tell this person, I love you. I just want to be with you, because going back to that 4 of fire, that can be a union, that can be marriage, that can, like I said, bringing a family unit together. I don't know, whatever. And then we have Earth. In case you don't believe me, with this heavy Virgo energy coming through strong, maybe y'all just need to embody this energy, because baby, we Virgos, we gonna take a time out. We gonna seek the truth. We gonna, we may kind of bring, because even that 9 of air can kind of bring a little bit of that mercurial, anxious, overthinking, overanalyzing type of energy that Virgos can tend to lean towards, if not balanced, right? It's Geminian energy generally for me, but any other air sign for that matter. But anyway, what I'm getting to is the fact that Virgo is coming through very powerfully in your reading. So you may want to embody that and just retreat in a way to where, not that you're being antisocial or alienating yourself, but maybe you need to do that for a time, because this 9 of Earth always brings me the energy of protection. She's surrounded by the pentacles. It's like, I even heard caged in, blocked in, but like, she's blocking out any noise. And she's seeking, she's in, I heard a place of solitude and restitude, is that a word? That's what I'm hearing. But like, she's going within. That's just plain and simple. The other thing is, like, don't hide. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide so far in the dark. Don't get lost. I told y'all anyway, be careful with that reminiscing, in the nostalgic kind of energy, because like, you stay there too long, that can tend to lead to depression. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't change nothing from the past. Serenity prayers coming to mind. So like, do what you need to do to heal it and move forward from it. So also what I'm getting is the fact that she got a mask on. So maybe you have been wearing a mask in the past, and it's like, you've been trying to hide, who you truly are. And it's like, no. It's not, that's what the awakening is. Like, no, you can no longer lower your standards. You ain't supposed to get in your life. You seek, Virgos go within. They have that light. They are even a light bearer. They carry the torch, the truth. That's all it is. And we gonna speak it no matter what. Like, it is what it is. That's my stomach confirmation. And then we have, look at all of this earth energy. This particular Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth. Because that elk, that deer, hey, it's up there like, and what? Andy, we got a new opportunity. What's up? We got to plant this seed. I got so much wisdom with this. I know how to do it bigger, better, and more improved. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going straight to the, out here to the top, to the mountaintop. What is it? I'm here in Mount Sinai. Remember you were somebody from the church they went to, grew up in? I don't know. But it's just the upper room. Yeah. Place of wisdom. Like, you know that it's solid. It's as solid as a rock. Yes. I know what to do with it. So what are you going to do with it? This is a divine offer. Mind you, this is the added, this the ace, right? So it's We're talking about even the moon, but put that with that 9, and you got your 10. Dandana again, like that's legacy. And then we saw the 10 of earth to begin with, you know, before pre-shuffle. Hey, they make no mistakes. And then finally we have, ooh, look at that fire. Come through Leo, heavy, Aries even. Could even be Sage, but I generally get Aries or Leo with this. But whoever it is, very passionate, on fire. And this could just be you about something, someone, maybe even someplace. It's even bringing me kind of like the King or Queen of Cups type energy, which is y'all's energy. But it's somebody that wears their heart on their sleeve. They have a big heart. You know what I'm saying? I even heard grandiose. But it's in a way that they gotta show you. They come through and show up and show out. And they may do things in a grand manner. But I'm feeling this more because that's just how passionate they are. They gotta, I don't know, it's just somebody, they gotta show you. Show and tell. Show and tell. You don't have to show me who is that? Hold on, I gotta find it. Where's my phone? Show and tell, baby, you don't have to show me. 11:19, by the way. Look at me this card. This card show me. Yeah, I don't know what's too much time trying to find it, but that's what I'm hearing. I forget who it is. And I don't want to lie on whoever is not. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, moving on. It was something, I don't even remember what it was, that made me even point to the grief word in the 10 of Wands. And I don't know if you can really hear me in the video, but I make this noise like, you know. And as I'm trying to get the deck situated, look what's good.
Oh,
how beautiful. I miss the sun, I miss the golden sun. And you see, this is feminine energy, and this one is beautiful though. But this is Leo energy, heavy, come through Leo. This is that healing, that restoration, the enlightenment even. That's just somebody going through that awakening. You want to see this clarity for real. It's that childlike energy. So have fun and play, be jovial, be carefree, be lighthearted. For real. Be lighthearted. Yeah. Everything. It don't matter what you've been going. Oh my God, that's powerful, y'all. What I'm just now getting is the fact that I just got through pointing to that grief work with 10 of Wands. And after the storm, the sun always comes out to shine again. So everything is gonna be alright. Hold on just a little while. You're almost there. Mind you, this is another 10 potential. Right there. No accidents. If I'm bumping the table, somebody gonna be shaking their head, shaking the table. Moving on. See what we get from the Light Seers Tarot for our water signs. Messages of clarity and truth for our water signs. I think I just saw 1735 on the time. Look. Be patient, honey. Be patient. I feel like it's gonna be. Okay, first I heard it's for the taking, and then or picking, and then I heard slim pickings. So I don't know. Somebody, hey, because now it's even giving me energy like maybe somebody did try to get back out there. You know, after could be a loss even. Remember we talked about that from the memories. Condolences to you, but like you see and realize and recognize whether it's a little like somebody transitioning from this earth, this plane, this physical plane, or y'all just separated and the relationship is not currently. So I was gonna say dead over with without any tears in that scene, but like whoever I'm seeing and feeling in this energy is you didn't try to get back out there, and it's like nothing compares to you. You know it ain't like your divine. I mean, it's not gonna be. It's not supposed to be. Yes. More water signs. You see, I hesitate. Ooh, and that is the truth, because that's what I was just saying. That's the clarity and truth. That is what it is. And y'all look at it. Look at her. Look at her. And look, the Seven of Pentacles spark that guy here. Oh my gosh. And then you see the page. Come on, Spirit. That is what it is. They say, I said what I said. Y'all, we saw the page originally, right? Oh, man. It's what I said. And I'm going to leave it and I'm sticking to it. And somebody got a new I just heard new idea. That's what I was about to say. I was trying to say new attitude, but I heard new idea. Or I was about to say new idea. Hey, put it in work. Like, plant that seed. You had the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth. Plant that seed and watch it work. It shall be balanced because you are made new with that Page of Pentacles at the end. You know what I'm saying? You have learned something new and different about yourself. Congratulations. Don't work so hard you forget to vacation, okay? Because you need to take time out so that you can be renewed, so that you can have a clear, stable peace of mind, so that you can make a sound judgment and decision and take a calculated risk. And be ready to pick your harvest. Pick your AFRO down because it's flat on the inside. And that's my stomach. And it sounds like they say, yeah. Oh my gosh. It's definitely, yeah. Y'all hear me? Well, no, you probably didn't. But as I was turning to the other angle or the other camera, I said, and I'll try to find a way to put that clip in what I said, but my stomach was like growling and talking. The confirmation is how they be speaking. You know, and I said, you sound like they said, yeah. So I said, it's definitely yes. I pointed to the Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck. Wow, Taurus come through. Listen, it's everything I just said, especially in regards to whatever this commitment, whatever this union, whatever this family dynamic. Even if it doesn't have to do with anybody else and just yourself, all the signs, this has to do with higher level commitment to thyself or even to spirit. Going, you see the upper road, ascending, transcending, and receiving the enlightenment, learning something new and different, maybe even changing your mindset with the Hierophant and not being so rigid. And I even heard timid. That may be where that line of air is coming from. But baby, what is it? But yeah, you're taking a leap of faith. You have to. No, you ain't gotta do shit. But that is the advice, okay? Doing something different with this 5 energy. Speaking up, speaking out, speaking your truth, even, you know, with the Ace of Swords and even that 5 going to the throat chakra, which is what Taurus rules, okay? Yeah. Somebody I heard may even be getting a promotion. If you're a teacher or do anything you ain't gotta be like in the actual or physical or directly involved in the education system, but you still teach. It could be you teaching your children. It could be you teaching even your pets. But whoever you are teaching, because even with those pages, sometimes that brings me the apprenticeship type of energy in whatever field, whatever niche, whatever even industry. Remember we were talking about that. Whatever it is, and I just heard textile real hard and heavy. So hey, but somebody is learning something, has learned, and they're getting ready to be promoted. You've been getting ready to get a raise, improve, because that's what that Ace and the 9 of Pentacles are going to the 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be something that you are definitely, that you have invested in or will be investing in, that will bring longevity and even generational wealth, because you're going to do something different. And I'll pause it at 3933. Definitely. 333, you may start seeing the next confirmation. Okay. I keep hearing, baby, come back. Something, whatever they say, I looked at the lyrics up. And as I was showing the other angle, I know part of it probably got cut out. What I was saying, I was hearing, baby, come back. So, come back to me. I gotta look that song up, however it goes. That's what I was hearing. Yeah, look at that. Confirmation, jeez, double confirmation. I don't want to mess with him. I don't need to say anything else, y'all. Definitely tripling, quadrupling, however many times clarifying the memories and the 6 of Cups over here. And then we have, didn't know what I say. What I say with the King of Fire? And y'all don't get it twisted. I don't know what's about to come out like this. I did this so long ago. I don't even know what day I did this on. I have to look back and see when I did the pre-show recording. But today is what is today? The 27th, I believe. This was done like weeks ago. Or at least a week ago. I died a week ago. Anyway, so this is like I'm seeing it and doing it all over again for the first time. And I need to change this clip for time. 24:59. Yeah, alright. I just don't be like to go too long because I don't remember at what point in time, if I'm recording for so long, I think it's somewhere upwards of 30 minutes as long as I got space, on here. But anyway, I don't want to risk it because I done had it cut out too many times before on me. And I don't need y'all missing anything. But yeah, when we saw that King of Fire, I told y'all I was getting a King of Queen of Cups type energy. This beautiful queen, divine, feminine, I was about to say Empress. Wow. So that's the Empress is separate, bringing Taurus and Libra energy. But either way, the Queen of Cups is y'all, like, definitely you, Cancer. That's generally what I get every year. Could be either or all of you included, okay? Anyway, whoever this is, it ain't gotta be either one of y'all. This is somebody who is very intuitive. You see, she tapped in. She in meditation. She going deeper in. She going digging deep into the emotions. Look at her praying. It's like she is levitating. It's like she's receiving them, almost even like, receiving wings of sorts. Oh my Lord, back, y'all. Ooh. Somebody is freeing themselves of just like burdens, the heavy weight. Because my back has been, I'm talking about feeling for a minute now. And I don't even know how I feel the need to go into this. I mean, I have been in transition, speaking of, but that how it just came off of. And even the transformation in the world and all of that. And I do have this crazy, as I'm telling you this on this Cancerian energy, because I do have Cancer heavy. I wouldn't even say it like that, I guess, because I couldn't get it out. Cancer moon, okay? Very much so, emotionally and intuitively tapped in, balanced, loving, just, I don't know, it's like it's just divine. It's I can't even find the words to describe it right now. And I feel like that may be how somebody is viewing you or you view them. But whoever this is so heavily connected in life. Royal, regal, and even divine is kind of lowballing. And I'm trying to, I don't know what other word to use that is to describe the connectivity with that goddess energy that this person, whoever is in this energy, has. It's like supernova. What's the other one? Outstanding. Girl, you knock me out. Exciting. Makes me wanna shout. It's like the supernova, and what is that? I don't know. You otherworldly, that's for sure.
Ooh.
Look at here. And why we get this again?
Can't make this up.
Somebody about to be stressed out. And like I said, I cannot make this up. Somebody. I feel like whoever this is, you put yourself where you are. Somebody is really anxious. And now I'm about to get you. Get you one way or another. Somebody wants to go after this person and or doesn't want this person to leave. And they really hold on to the memories. That's why and that's why motivation came out in reverse. Nearly came out in reverse because somebody is really trying to pump themselves up to go say something. Remember, this is air energy. Somebody may not have the words, but it's like, you gotta trust what they say. Trust your inner voice. I'm moving on. God, my back. Yo, that's been heavy on somebody. Oh my gosh. Moving on to the next thing. I don't even think I finished telling y'all, but that's why, because I'm in a whole new place and have been moving, and I've just been releasing. I'm talking about it was a lot. It was a lot that I was dealing with, going through, getting rid of, quite literally. When we talk about all that earth energy I got, we talk about physical-ish that had to throw away and give away, donate, what was, I heard salvageable, but not even just that. It's just what I felt like wasn't completely trash, Even though I'm hearing one man's strategy is another man's treasure, still some, y'all know how it is. Especially with Virgos, like it gotta be above par, for us to feel it worthy of. Because we want to give our best. We go above and beyond, even if it has been hurt, used, and abused, but not in that way. Y'all already know. If it has been well used, we would want to receive. We want to give what we would want to receive, even if it is slightly used. You know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, so I've been doing a lot of purging in more ways than one. And of course, y'all know so within, so without, as above, so below. It goes hand in hand. So like, it was a lot that was on me, even with stress of even y'all know when it comes to moving. Everybody done probably had to move a time or two in your life if you done lived a little bit. That is stressful, even if you are prepared. Man, listen, I ain't even trying to get all into that, but baby, So I'm grateful now that I am getting some relief. I'm starting to feel better because y'all was so doggone swollen. I'm talking about everything, every inch. And I am not even being dramatic or kidding. Every inch of my body hurt. My toes, my toenails, my fingertips. Like my hands were my fingers and toes were like sausages, y'all. It was crazy. I ain't like, And then, so like, I know that as we saw the sun, and that's that healing, restoration, rejuvenation, and all of that, like, you really got to take time. And that's why that Virgo energy is coming through strong, heavy too, because you got to take time to heal, to be at peace, to restore your nervous system, to ground yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful for it. Even the weather, I pray that everybody is okay. Nobody's having any serious issues of power outages and stuff like that. But I'm grateful. I prayed for them to working magic. Please give me some more baby thoughts. Because and even still, that. Moving on to the Earth Factors Tarot. Let's see what we got for our water signs. Let's see clarity and truth for our water signs. Okay. Water signs. Okay. Here we got the Moon and the ERYKAH and air. Like I said from the jump, and you on the side of the line of Pentacles, somebody got to come out of the illusion, like cut it out, okay? Don't be in hiding. Y'all see that little cat? You barely can see it in the cat, covered in the catnip. But it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to reveal. It's time to speak your truth, okay? The ERYKAH is like the daughter, if I'm not, because of the athletes are the knights. So the ERYKAH is like the daughter or the page, right? And somebody may have, that's what I said. Somebody may have been spying, may be spying. It's like they watching. They kind of secretly, I hear like a thief in the night. They hungry and lurking. I feel like somebody is waiting for the right moment, and it's bringing me back even to the Nine of Air, Nine of Swords, and that may be what someone is stressing over. When do I'm hearing, do I stay or do I go? It's like, when to pounce. Speaking of that cat, something like that. But the Moon is y'all, heavy on the Cancer, heavy even on the Pisces. Obviously, it can be you too, Scorpio, but whatever. It is potentially another number 9, by the way. You may start seeing repetitions of 9s. And mind you, with all the pages and the ERYKAH, and those are my 11s. So those are a lot of ones we've seen already. Oh, and then speaking of, like I said, y'all, that catnip is great for healing. Of course, all these herbs are, right? That's why I'm using it. But like, speaking of the air energy, and like me even using mine, letting you know about what I've been going through. And I was like sick, and I still am in recovery, but like that can be good to help clear your airway, okay? For any respiratory issues that you may be having. I already know.
But look at this. Somebody is in regret. Maybe because they have been lying, because that's what I was getting. Even with the moon, going back to the moon, the EI of the air. Yeah, somebody wasn't all that forthcoming. They were secretive, like they, whether they were bluntly lying, whole ass lying. I don't even care. A little white lie is still a lie to me. If you ain't totally forthcoming and truthful and honest in how you feel, that's a lie. I mean, it is. It's not the truth. It's not the whole truth and nothing but. So help you God. So it's even bringing me back to that Five of Pentacles over there with that Six of Cups. This is the energy of regret, remorse. Somebody is, I said they done lost. You lost love of my life. And I say in the video as I'm turning it to the other angle that and y'all heard me say, I know before I flipped it out, pulled it out the deck, I thought it was the Seven of Swords at first, because that card is a little wonky.
I thought this was the Seven of Swords, to be honest. Still, the energy is here.
And as I said in that clip, still the energy is here, even though it's not the Seven of Swords. I mean, shoot, we got the Nine of Swords twice. The energy is here, And as I was just speaking on the deception, not being totally honest, that's the energy that I'm getting.
That's bringing me back over here.
So let's look at the vibes. I just got to saying that. I was wondering why I didn't go, because I had paused it. I don't even know what I paused it at. But anyway, first vibe is the Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles, heavy on the Virgo energy. It's turmeric. Turmeric is amazing. Yeah. Get into it it's so, it's overall healing. But oh man, I could spend all day talking to y'all about it. Just look into it. Definitely great for the heart, for the blood, for blood pressure, circulation, digestion, all that. But with this Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles, again, that could be talking about that solo dolo work that you may need to put in, with yourself, for yourself, even just focusing on yourself, getting into that solitude, that hermit energy, seeking your truth and healing. This is also bringing me to, I said earlier about somebody doing some kind of apprenticeship. This could be even talking about self-employment, whatever it is you're doing or working on, or even investing in, going back to that Seven of Pentacles, or even the Ace of Pentacles that we saw, whatever seed you have planted, this is what I feel like is coming into fruition. And it could be something from even 7 years ago, speaking of 7 to 8 years ago. It could even be 10 years ago we done saw or had the energy of 10 Pentacles come out a couple times as well. So something about that 10 for real. And I said that, I feel like I said that in the original part 1, because I kept getting that decade energy, So yeah, something's coming to fruition. And I feel like this is the harvest, this is the movement. Don't forget the 10 is essentially a 1. Underneath that we have the we're gonna celebrate all through the night. Then we see the Three of Earth. Listen, talking about Three of Earth. Definitely somebody wants to work with you, collaborate, or be real. But we saw the Three of Cups from the good tarot, right? Confirmation. Look, confirmation, and it's 11:45. They said that's what it is, baby. That's an 11, by the way. So what is that? That's an 11, a 20, or even a 2. Okay. Going even back to that Tulsi, that judgment awakening energy.
Wow, again.
And wow, look at this. Seven of Earth. That's like 3 times. Yeah, that is. Because it came out, and then when I put it back, then it came out with the as you see in the light series with the Ace of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that's like 3 times. 3rd time's the charm. I'm telling y'all, this might see repetitions of 3s. Okay. Just be patient, okay? Because whatever you've been working on is coming in. And y'all could have really forgot about it. That may be what you're reminiscing about, though. And maybe you trying to find with the motivation nearly coming in reverse. You're trying to find the motivation to get back up again. Or even just pick up where you left off, I say go for it. That's the advice I'm giving. Because it will be prosperous. I'm here. May you prosper. Let your soul prosper. Come through, David Michael White. And then finally, yeah. Look at me. And I heard you hear me in the video.
Again, where was that? Under there, right?
But then I heard, oh my God, back at it again.
I gotta see. I feel like it is. It probably was a third or a fourth one down too.
Can't make it up, y'all. That's why I say I'm just gonna show y'all the cards and be quiet. Say like, give the messages that they give me to begin with, and then just let the cards speak for themselves because the energy don't lie, and it just be confirmation. And here you see me, because in the clip where I try to show the other angle, I was saying, where was that? Where did we see that at? And I knew it was as one of the vibes, and then I was saying it's probably even the third or fourth one down too. So I gotta see. So that's what we going to dig it out the top.
Let's see. Oh no, second.
Still confirmation.
And that's on stone. Yep. So definitely that was clarifying. Oh wow. And this Scorpio showing up again.
So that's how it's saying. Cards speak for themselves, energy speak for itself. Yeah, I gotta excuse that. I'm not gonna be all cockeyed outside. That's a little bit of perfectionist coming out of me. That's what it is. Okay.
Just tell me they are talking. Oh my goodness.
Let's finish this on up with the final deck. Messages for advice and guidance for our water sign. Messages of clarity and truth for our water sign spirit. Okay. Shot of better. We got two. We got the chameleon spirit and the turtle spirit. I always love the turtle spirit. The chameleon spirit is a number 14, potentially being a 5, and the turtle spirit is 62, potentially being an 8. Act as if, says the chameleon spirit, and the turtle spirit is always slow and steady, wins the race. I love it. I love it. The chameleon always brings me y'all's energy, Scorpio, because that is like the shapeshifter transformation. You know, it can change and blend in and be whatever it is. And that's the hungry and lurking type energy too, because like you probably wouldn't even notice that it's there until it moves or it actually changes. So, but what I'm getting with the message is that, and I'll read these to you in just a moment. We're gonna get to the box first, but what I'm getting with the message in it is that for those, especially who I said is doing this business or this project, or who's learned like ascending and transcending, and even in that apprenticeship type energy, you may not be exactly where you want to be, but you better act as if, because you essentially are. You just haven't caught up in the physical yet. You understand what I'm saying? If you've been already seen it and envisioned it, you're there. Anyways, that's what it is. But again, that 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles keeps coming through with the advice of be patient, be gentle. Your time to even bask in the joys, what I hear with that sun energy coming back up, is and will come. I feel like Spirit is really take your time, that's the rush. Is really forcing you to go slow, as the turtle says, so that you can enjoy the moment and don't rush through it. That's the crazy part about it, because even through the trials and tribulations that we were speaking of, that is your time. You are still creating memories to even cherish and reminisce when that time comes in the future. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? So like, don't rush through it, because you're going to forget. Anyway, moving on. Oh, 2120. I thought I saw 2121. That might have been 2141. You know what? Moving on. Bottom of the deck, we have Mr. Grasshopper. Number 30. Another 3, y'all. Says take a leap. What'd I say? I feel like I said that with a hierarchy. Did I not? I did. Because I heard leap. And they both the topmost vibes. Yeah. It's funny. That's exciting. That's self-explanatory. And then we have all the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. I always look at them threes. I can't make this shit up. And then I always say, freedom, freedom, let me loose. This horse, the horse spirit energy in and of itself is that unbridled energy. They are not meant to be kept like boxed in or tamed, is even what I heard. Baby, you better fly, fly. I'm seeing a unicorn. Fly. Castles in the sky, wake up in the sky, whatever that song called. What's up with that saying shit? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I heard, what is that? What is that? I get Racing Stripes. I heard that. And then, ain't another movie with a horse called Spirit or something like that? So that's what I'm hearing. I feel like we talked about that too in the, because I had to look at the definition of the unbridled. And I want to say in the, was it the fire sign reading? Oh, I don't remember. I'm feeling that though. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling mine. But you may want to go check that out. I already said it from the jump. Then we have Seahorse Spirit, another potential number 8 with 53. Okay. Watch him. That's why it's going to be patient. Going back to that 7 large energy. You see, he just watching it grow. It may have been slow, and definitely with the Turtle Spirit, it says slow and steady with the waves. But baby, it's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. And finally we have look the wrong spirit. They don't do nothing else, honey, baby. They watching it. Look at that. And that's mirror energy. Another 8. We got 53 and 35. Wow. It says spirit has a plan. That's what they want you to watch and wait. And this kind of fierce. I don't know. This girl to be looking like serious. Like, don't fuck me. For real. Like, I ain't playing with you. You think I'm playing? Okay. Go around and find out. Because this is like, I get heavy elder. Like, they just, y'all know the shamans or even the chiefs that, I'm sure they talk, but like, when you see them in the, especially when they doing like, I heard Klansmen, or when they doing, not that type, no, we ain't talking about that type. Yeah, I know what type I'm talking about. With the 3 alphabet, we ain't talking about that type. I'm talking about my chiefs, my indigenous, the OG Klansmen, okay? The non-destroyed ones, okay? But like, they don't say a word, and their faces be so, I heard, stoic. They just have a look that you know you don't play, you don't around with. They be serious, because like, what they say, what ERYKAH BADU? I'm serious about my shit. What she say? I'm sensitive about my shit, but nah, like, they just serious. Like, they don't play around, but they're so tapped in. They know things. They got that ancient wisdom. Thank you for all this. Okay. So let's get into the readings of these, the beautiful chameleon and the turtle spirits. Let me guide it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at this. Okay, I just want to say, the energy is potent. Whatever you're doing, trying to do, whatever, the energy is potent. I heard it's an auspicious time. Because listen, they're trying to show you, they're trying to get your attention. And don't forget, we just saw Spirit has a plan, watch and wait. As I paused it and got up to get the guide, I knocked the doggone tripod with the camera that I'm recording the voiceover with over. Okay? Not even realize I forgot that it's on a short leash. So I had to switch cords and do all this other stuff to get it situated. Anyway, and then I went to use the bathroom before I came back and sit back down. And my back is still like, oh my gosh, it's like, And I'm like, what? But as I'm using the bathroom, I hear something else fall, and I'm like, I know that shit didn't just fall again. Because I had it all set up. Wasn't nobody in here. When I came back in here, why was the camera, the phone, in the, on the floor? Like it had came up out of, it's not funny, but it's funny. It had came up out of the holster somehow. I guess from the impact from where it fell the first time, it had knocked it loose, but I didn't even notice nor pay attention to that when I set it back up. Anyway, like I said, spirit is moving. When they talking, they trying to tell and show you. But I'm glad they did that, because I'm like, what is going on? So when I paused it, see, I don't even remember where I paused it at, but the original video, it's like, I paused it at, and I know this is not the real time of the video, but like of the original recording. I'll try to see if I can find that number. But for what I already have already on the screen, it's at 2612. Okay. And this is as I'm trying to sit the deck back down, right? And I'm glad I said, let me go ahead and, because I did it. It might have been down last month or even fire signs last month. It was somebody where I completely, it might have even been earth sign, missed the other part of where I had, like, I guess, split the deck or was looking at some of the cards that was trying to pick out. I think it's split the deck or whatever. I forgot I even did that and missed it, like completely missed it. Anyways, so I was like, let me make sure, see how far, make sure I'm at the end of this recording to make sure I'm not missing anything. And sure enough, I almost did. And so as you see now here, as I'm sitting it down and trying to get it situated just so, there's one card that's trying to peek out. And look at this canary spirit. And y'all hear me kind of chuckle in the video. Single. So, and it's a 12. Oh my God. Didn't I say I was getting that Pisces energy from the jump? Like, because it's the reflective energy of the room. They make no mistakes. Tell your truth, speak your truth. Change even your vision, your perception. You know what I'm saying? See things from a different point of view. Especially as you reflect and reminisce about, I don't know, how you even could have, got yourself stuck, or, you know, you grieving now because of something long love lost. Anyway, whatever the case, y'all. And ain't that a fluke? My God. That is a fluke. It's going back to that 4 of Wands, 4 of Fire. Same difference from the good to the So some of you may truly need to get into music. Play music. If you play an instrument, do that. Sing, dance, move this energy. I'm telling you. It's going to relieve and help you purge a whole lot. But that's going to help you get through this grief wave. I promise you that. 12:08 is, I just looked at the time, and that is a 20, another one. Right? Okay, let's see what I do with the guidebook. Now, let's get into it, okay? Whew. Let's see, communion, where I'm going to go? 14. Okay. Pages 43 through 45, alright? Alright. Number 14. Communion spirit, act as if. I always hear, isn't that clueless? As if. The Oracle's message. Communion spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. That's all we kept seeing, that transformation that comes from Scorpio. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Didn't I say that? Especially with that, Queen of Cups? And then I feel like I went into a whole rant, maybe just about myself, but anyways. This is feeling sensitive? Good. Because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. What I say with that messenger of Earth. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Communion Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land. Adapting is necessary. This is a fortunate time to, quote, act as if, end quote, and, quote, do as others do, end quote. Until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. I laugh because didn't I say in the world something about fortune? That's the key to unlocking fortune or destiny or new path and journey and all that stuff. And then that's why that moon and catnip is there, because somebody, didn't I say lying in wait? You scope and scene. You know what I'm saying? That's why they told you to watch and wait. The spirit has a plan. They're going to unfold it and show you exactly how you need to move and groove, when the time comes. But it's also bringing me, not even that, as well as it's also bringing me back to all the pages, energies, when I said, especially the page of Earth and, ascending and learning something new about yourself and being in that balanced state to do and be and show up differently, moving into the messenger of Earth, Okay. So, life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. So the protection message, this is more so if the card were in reverse, but it still may apply, okay? Being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. That's where that 9 of, the 10 of fire, as we saw, the 10 of wands at the bottom, even at the OG vibe, as well as the 9 of air. That's where that's coming in. Could it be you're feeling stressed? Yep. Could it be you're feeling stressed because you tuned into challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Community spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself. That's why I said with that Virgo energy, don't continue to do, but try not to sink so far in the darkness where you're hiding your true self, right? So that says standing in integrity. At the same time, make sure you find and secure your light so that you can carry that torch and be the beacon. Okay? Alright. So, community spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Not all, that's why I said in that 9 of Pentacles again, going back to what we saw when I said the Virgo was protected, or whoever that is in that energy. But removing that mask, right? Not hiding, revealing your true self, but also staying balanced and grounded in your own energy. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. That's why the 7 of Earth kept coming through. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. Take a break from social media too. Self-care and a timeout is the answer to this temporary dilemma. All right, now. Moving on to the portal. That may be like the last one almost. Okay. Alright. Pages 182 through 184. What is it? 11. 11 through 13? Is that? Yeah. Alright. Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. The Oracle's message. Turtle Spirit arrives to remind you that when you do what you need to do, putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that you will see your intentions manifest in perfect timing, your prosperity and love will grow exponentially. Now is not the time to rush Now is not the time to rush around trying to force matters or even rush toward the destination. Move slowly, perhaps even so slowly that it almost feels as if you are not moving at all, going back to all that page and messenger of earth type energy. This may be a time to crawl before walking, taking your time to align to Turtle Spirit's place as you contemplate this road you are on, doing what you need to do in this small moment that will soon pass. Turtle Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best action is to slow down. He said slow right down, is what it says, but I was hearing, he said, slow down, I just want to get to know. So if it feels as if you were not doing enough, know that simply being aware of what is happening right now may be an important step toward determining whether you need to pivot or simply keep putting one foot in front of the other. But not say they're going to show you how to move and groove. Quote, true love and true success comes with patience. Oh my God. All that 7 of Earth energy. I'm telling you, they make no mistakes. This is true love and true success comes with patience, says the Turtle Spirit. Focus on the now, and the next step will be clear. That's why I say they want you to take your time and enjoy it, because this will be the moment. Listen, I was trying to say memory, but still, the moment and memories that you cherish later. The protection message. Pushing too hard or rushing to leave others. Look, in the dust is not the way of the Turtle Spirit, because I would take your time, listeners. Alright? Even if it seems at times it is the way of the world. Turtle Spirit wants you to remember that you are a human being, not a human doing. Doing is italicized. In the protection position, Turtle Spirit is giving you the message that the best thing to do right now is let go of the drive to compete or control and do more. Instead, simply be, like I said, enjoy the now, enjoy the moment, be at peace, be still. I love it because I get the vision of like, Man, I get to read with somebody's granny or auntie or somebody. Like, look, I can't even get it out. That's where that line of air is coming through. It's like a little rambunctious little child. Can't be more than toddler age that I'm seeing. That, you know, they at church or somewhere. And like, because I'm seeing a pew. And this baby just keep moving. Like, just keep like, getting up, sitting down, turning around, trying to find, you know, trying to get situated. And whoever the caretaker is that is watching this child, and beastie. Y'all know how you be trying to do it, like really giving it, but you're trying to be quiet at the same time. Oh God, that is so cute. But that's what I'm saying. And the baby, you know how kids be. They just be like, what? They don't think they doing nothing wrong. They doing all that damn move. And making noise, because this child that I'm seeing is really like one with an own soul. And y'all know how, you know, that be grunting and doing like, you know, it's really just trying to get it. It's like, man, Sam, be still, like they making more noise. Doing all that moving around. Oh, anyway. So, as an old Norse saying goes, we do, and I quote, we do without doing and everything gets done. And that's crazy because as I told you I moved, you know, in a new place and all that, right? And as I was setting up to get my space together, the message of the day that I flipped to is, I had to put a snapshot in here, but all things work out. They always do. You know, basically just watch and see how it works out for you. Anyway. So Spirit conspires on your behalf, Spirit conspires on your behalf, so slow to a crawl or even stop, releasing any fear that life is a race that you might be losing. Trust that peace, prosperity, love, and purpose are all yours to enjoy right now. Do not, quote, do, unquote. Simply be. That's what I said. Slow down. And when they say, I just want to get to know you, I mean, that may be the song that I'm quoting is definitely more of a kind of romantic interest type of deal. But when I think of Spirit saying this to you, it is coming together, being in the moment, and even going back to that hermit energy of being in solitude and alone so that you can hear your inner whisper. And even going back to the overarching energy that we are diving deeper into and trust so that you can hear the sound. I heard the sounds of your soul, the subtle whispers of guidance, the messages of truth, the love. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that way, you'll know how to move and groove and when's the right time to go. And, you know, basically that is how you get into alignment. That is how you remain in tune. That is how you block out any distractions that may be keeping you from that. Whether it's from loved ones, things that you do, the way you make me feel. Don't know why that kind of thing, but anyway. Whatever the case may be, because the ultimate message, as it says, as I've been saying all throughout, is to be patient. And it's even going back to those pages, energy of learning yourself. Because as you ascend and transcend, you become a whole new being, community spirit, right? So like, you got to learn the new inner workings and quirks and all that. But you have to take time as well to be in the moment, to really feel, to really receive. It's really deep, water signs. And I thought the fire Scorpio for sure. That may be for you especially. But hey, that's for all of y'all. Anyway, that's what I got. That's what I'm going to leave with y'all. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment and testimony down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially including yourselves, and I hope and pray that's what you look for. That's what we're doing. If not that, right? Anyway, if you made it this far, I want you to play a little turtle. Play a little turtle. So, if you would like to join me for any other videos and more such as these, please check the playlist and the description box below. I'm trying to keep these all together for you so it can be a little simple. But anyways, if not, please take care. I love and thank you anyway. Until the next one, y'all, be easy, be gentle, be patient, as they keep saying. Don't forget your love and light. It truly makes everything all right. Jesus.